Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have the Simon Says Stamp February card kit, which is Distressed Vintage Notes. How sweet. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit more. There you go. And this has got a lovely vintage vibe for Valentine's Day, and I think this is so beautiful. You could obviously use this as a vintage theme thing for any time of the year, but obviously they've themed it around sort of love, Valentine's-y kind of stuff. So yes, beautiful. I just love it. So bear with me, because some of this stuff I'm going to have to read the script if you like. So I'm going to wing some of this. So you always get a little discount. It's either got a discount code or it's got a, you know, this is who we are and what we do. And there's always some sort of something interesting going on one side. The other side is usually got like all the companies, or a lot of the companies that they work with. I won't say that's all of them, but a lot of them. And then we have, and I believe this is cotton candy envelope. So you get one of those A2 envelopes. So that's always handy. Cardstock wise, I'm going to do that first. We have, oh, I forgot about that. So we have a cotton candy, one sheet of cotton candy. This is 8.5 by 11, and then this is actually Simon's watercolor cardstock, which I have never used before, and it's got a texture on it, which I think you can kind of see there. Maybe this way. I love watercolor cardstock that has that. It's smooth on the other side, so you could use it that way around, but that's very handy to have. And that's also an 8.5 by 11 sheet, so that's, I think that's fabulous, especially when we team it with some of the other products that are in here today. So if I just move this out of the way. Sort of. Right, so you also get a sheet of foam squares, and these are, I think these Simon's, I think this might be Simon's, but these are a really nice height. They're not too thick, but you get a whole sheet of them, so that's, I love them. They're really nice, and you can cut them down if you need to. Then on the other cardstock front, or adhesive cardstock front, we have a pack of 10 A2 Schoolhouse Red pre-scored cards. So these are all, I know they're in the packaging, but they are pre-scored, and they're a really nice red card stock. So, you know, going along the pinks and reds for Valentine's-y kind of thing. Then we have, I'm just going to start digging into the fun stuff. So you get a whole bottle, which I'm very excited about, collage medium in matte. This is Tim Holtz Distress and Ranger Distress collage medium. I have this in the tub, which is how you can also get it if you're doing a lot of collage type projects and things, and a lot of my like 3D projects that you would have seen on the channel, I do use the tub of it, so you can just scoop stuff out. But this is really handy because it's a glue. You can use this for many things, and it's got this little schnozzle on it, which is nice for smaller details. And the nice thing about this stuff is that it does shrink back, so if you get a bit of goop where you don't want it, it will shrink back when it dries, and it's clear. So yeah, so for gluing, matting, layering and sealing. But it's nice to have it, and that is the full size bottle, so that's really nice to have. Then we also have Simon Says Stamps Versifying Clair with Sukuniko, can't say that properly. This is the Nocturne. It's a premium pigment ink. I've never used this, or have I? No, I haven't used this one. I have the Versifying Onyx. This is Onyx Black, that's the colour, but I have the Versifying version. I don't have this version. So I think they must be slightly different pigments, slightly different properties, so I'm assuming. But I take it they are working with Simon Says, and that's why both names are on there. That's very cool. So I'm excited about using that. Then we also have, you get 3, I think the colours vary on this, but you will get 3 Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Colour watercolour pencils. Yeah, the colours will vary. So I have Squeezed Lemonade, Aged Mahogany and Lucky Clover, which I actually don't think I have, so that's quite handy. But these are a watercolour pencil, but what Tim's done is he's, this on the end here, although that's on the sort of like a paper cover, if you like, over the pencil, the whole thing is the pigment. So normally with a coloured pencil you'll see you'll have the wood around the outside and the dot of the lead running through it. This is the whole bit of that lead. So the whole thing is made out of what would be in the centre of a pencil. Does that make any sense? Anyway, so normally these, just so you know, will come, not with that, they will come in this little container, like so. So you'll get, there's 6 different sets, but it's all the colours by the time you've got all the sets. So yeah, that's how they sort of come, and then I just made a colour chart. So come in that handy dandy little thing, but I actually don't think I have these 3 colours, so that's awesome, because I've got 3 of the sets, not all 6. So that's handy. So that's where the watercolour paper comes in handy as well, because you can use these to watercolour with, you can use them as a pencil, you can, I think you could probably smudge them a little bit, so I guess if moisture got onto it. Anyway, then we have, oh I love this, we have an ephemera pack from Tim Holtz Ideology, and it just says palette. So I think, let's see, it says an eclectic collection of printed memorabilia, and it is in some sort of rainbowy colour order. So you could actually separate all the pieces out. These are all the pieces that are in here, and you could separate them out into their colours and have that separated, so it's easier for you to find specific colours if you're working with a colour or just having a look through all of them. But it's the whole pack, guys, the whole thing. I love it. And there are 136 pieces in here. I won't take them all out because knowing me, that'll be a disaster. And then we have a 3D embossing fold. This is a Simon Says. It is called Pinnacle Hearts embossing folder, and it is a 3D. So this is the 3D-ness that you will get when you emboss that. So lots of techniques you can do. Don't forget, any embossing folder, but especially your 3D ones, will make great blackout examples. Wow, yeah, because the more detail on the raised bit, when you turn it over to do your blackout technique, then the more detail you'll have going in. So yeah, very cool. I like this because you could use this again all year. It doesn't have to be for Valentine's Day. It's very cool. And then of course the stamp set. So this is the Vintage Love Notes, and it is just that. It's just a whole bunch of different vintagey little words and sentiments, and these doobies, I don't know what they call, like filigree little things. There's a beautiful rose. You could put that in the corner of a card, or you know, you could use all the stamps on the ephemera. Don't forget, you can sort of stamp them up. There's little postage stamp things I love, but all sort of old, so they're not sort of, they're half. Like this one's not the whole image. The stamp's there, like the whole stamp's there, but the image is only part of it, which is sometimes what you would get in the old days. Like sometimes they wouldn't stamp properly or something like that. So yeah, it's got another one down here with sort of most of the image. And then this one is like a nice music background that you could use. Just really pretty, like some old-fashioned handwritten things. I can't remember who. I don't know if someone did collab. I don't know if it was Tim that sort of did like a collaboration with them to, you know, to put these images together. I'm not sure. Given that that's his whole thing and his part of his ephemera ideology. I don't know if he was the one. I can't remember if somebody said that, but don't quote me on that. But isn't it beautiful? I just love it. So that is the kit for February, and I'm so impressed it arrived in February. So sometimes being overseas, it's a little tricky, but we just go with it. So yeah, sometimes things are later for me. I'm always behind on everything, so but there you go. I think that's everything. I think I actually said about everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I will be back with some videos hopefully in February for February's kit. That's the idea. And yeah, I will be back as soon as I can with another fun video. Just an FYI, I am trying now a new way of getting my videos out there. I am trying to just get them out as soon as they're ready. Otherwise it just takes too long for me to get a February video. You might land up with it in 3 weeks time, which won't make any sense. So so I am working on doing things like that for a change, just to mix it up a bit. So because I have lots of ideas and I haven't got enough time. Well, I have enough time, but I don't feel like they get out there quick enough, which is, so I'm just mixing things up. So anyway, enough rambling. Hope you have a good day, guys, and I will be back with a card kit video of something I create with this. So yeah, till next time, guys. Bye for now.